In this podcast episode, Keith Campbell, a professor of psychology at the University of Georgia, delves into the complex dynamics of narcissism, personality traits, and social behavior. The conversation explores how these elements intertwine with societal expectations, particularly in the context of relationships and the cultural narrative surrounding the phrase, "nice guys finish last." Campbell begins by defining narcissism as a personality trait characterized by self-centeredness, a sense of entitlement, and a need for admiration. He distinguishes between two primary forms of narcissism, grandiose and vulnerable. Grandiose narcissism is often associated with extroverted, assertive individuals who seek attention and validation, while vulnerable narcissism is linked to those who may appear more anxious or depressed, often feeling envious of others. This distinction is crucial as it highlights the different manifestations of narcissism in social contexts. The discussion emphasizes that narcissism is not merely about being selfish. Rather, it reflects a deeper immaturity and a focus on immediate gratification. Campbell likens the behavior of narcissists to that of children, who often act on whims without considering the long-term consequences of their actions. This immaturity can lead to significant interpersonal issues, as narcissists struggle to maintain healthy relationships due to their self-centered nature. A significant portion of the conversation centers around the impact of social media on narcissistic behavior. Campbell argues that the rise of social media platforms has created an environment conducive to narcissism, as these platforms reward attention-seeking behavior. The anonymity provided by social media allows individuals to engage in manipulative and self-serving actions without facing immediate repercussions. This dynamic exacerbates the prevalence of dark personality traits, such as narcissism and psychopathy, in online interactions. The discussion also touches on the idea that social media amplifies the worst aspects of human behavior, as individuals are incentivized to prioritize short-term attention over meaningful connections. This shift in focus can lead to a culture where superficiality reigns, making it difficult for individuals to form genuine relationships. Campbell elaborates on the relationship between personality traits and romantic dynamics, particularly the notion that nice guys finish last. He explains that while many men may identify as nice guys, they often lack the assertiveness and confidence that attract partners. This lack of assertiveness can stem from a fear of rejection or a desire to please others, which ultimately undermines their appeal. The conversation highlights the importance of self-esteem and how it is often misinterpreted in the context of relationships. Campbell argues that self-esteem should not be the primary focus. Instead, individuals should concentrate on building meaningful connections with others. He emphasizes that genuine relationships, characterized by mutual respect and support, are far more valuable than fleeting moments of validation. Another critical aspect of the discussion is the concept of entitlement, which Campbell identifies as a dangerous attitude that often accompanies narcissism. Individuals with a sense of entitlement believe they deserve special treatment or recognition, which can lead to frustration and resentment when their expectations are not met. This mindset can create a cycle of negative emotions, as entitled individuals struggle to understand why they are not receiving the validation they believe they deserve. Campbell points out that entitlement can manifest in various ways, including in romantic relationships. For instance, a partner who feels entitled may become frustrated when their needs are not prioritized, leading to conflict and dissatisfaction. This dynamic underscores the importance of fostering empathy and understanding in relationships, as entitlement can erode the foundation of trust and connection. Throughout the podcast, the theme of maturity emerges as a crucial factor in navigating relationships and personal development. Campbell argues that true maturity involves the ability to regulate one's emotions and actions in a way that considers the long-term consequences for oneself and others. This perspective challenges the notion that immediate gratification is a valid approach to happiness, emphasizing instead the value of patience and self-discipline. The conversation also touches on the developmental trajectory of young men, particularly in relation to their socialization and the influence of role models. Campbell notes that boys who are more assertive and competitive often face challenges in socialization, as they may be perceived as difficult or unruly. However, these traits can also lead to greater social skills and resilience when properly channeled. As the discussion progresses, Campbell addresses the cultural narrative surrounding nice guys and their perceived failure in romantic pursuits. He explains that while many men may identify as nice, they often struggle to assert themselves and establish boundaries. This lack of assertiveness can lead to frustration and feelings of inadequacy, reinforcing the belief that being nice is not enough to attract partners. Campbell emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and personal growth in overcoming these challenges. He encourages individuals to focus on developing their strengths and building confidence, rather than solely seeking validation from others. By cultivating a sense of purpose and direction, individuals can enhance their attractiveness and create more fulfilling relationships. The podcast also explores the broader social dynamics that influence relationships and personal development. Campbell highlights the role of societal expectations and cultural norms in shaping individuals' behaviors and attitudes. He argues that the pressure to conform to certain ideals can lead to feelings of inadequacy and frustration, particularly for those who do not fit the mold of traditional masculinity. The conversation underscores the importance of fostering a culture that values authenticity and emotional intelligence. By encouraging individuals to embrace their unique qualities and prioritize meaningful connections, society can create an environment that supports personal growth and healthy relationships.